Hey, what's up guys, John here. I'm in Las Vegas and I've never seen anything like what I'm gonna show you. What we're walking into is far worse for home builders and property owners in the entire city of Las Vegas than what they've experienced in 2005 and 2006.
The most significant financial crisis in the post-war period.
Soaring gas prices, falling home prices, and rising unemployment.
What kind of recipe is that?
They're building micro cities all throughout Vegas, all along the strip. This is just one of them. Here's another one. And then there's another one back there. And there's two more on the other side. And then just over a little dirt mound, there's another builder building another large community. This is just one. This is one small little project. But when you start to see what's going on in Vegas and you kind of look at what happened during the 2005-2006 crisis, what you'll realize is Vegas is walking into hell. 2005-2006, home prices in Vegas hit $313,000.
Home prices in Southern Nevada have broken an all-time record of $315,000 was set back in June of 2006.
Back then, that was a ton of money. When the market crashed, homes, went from 100 to 125K in 2009-2010.
Home prices hit a post-recession low of $118,000.
75% cut with equity just being ripped from people's properties. It's pretty dramatic. Well, in 2019, they say that the average home in Vegas is worth about $280,000, 280 grand. Now they're saying it's about $450,000.
The housing market is hot here in the Valley.
The median price of existing single-family homes sold here in Southern Nevada in May was $473,000.
So about 80% appreciation inside of a 5-year window. Some people could say it's because of all the new money that's come in. It's because of this booming economy. It's because of this and that's why it's going to stay that way. Well, when you have all these apartments coming to market, you already see rents softening. I mean, everything in Vegas right now is for rent. Everything. You want a doctor's office? Fine. You want a gas station, convenience store location? Fine. You want industrial, you want retail property, you want to rent a home, whatever it is that you want. There are tons of builders desperate to make a deal with you. 2005 and 2006, the economy was booming. Everybody was making an absolute fortune.
Yeah, I was a bartender. Now I own a boat.
2020 and 2021, 2022, very similar type of situation.
The U.S. economy rebounded strongly in 2021 with the best growth since 1984.
People were moving out of California. Everyone was relocating. People were making a lot of money saying, hey, I can go to Vegas, save money on taxes. There's a lot more I can do in Vegas than I can in California. I'm gonna go out there and buy. Well, that didn't work out too well last time. Let's see how it works out this time. This property right here, for example, was sold for $2.1 million in February of 2022. Now they've listed it for $1.89 million. So over $200,000 as a reduction, plus the cost of sale. 5% realtor fees, 2.5% to the listing agent, 2.5% to the buyer's agent. That's another $94,500. In a best case scenario, they'll lose $300,000 on this single purchase. But if you start to look around the neighborhoods and see what's going on for rent, you can get a hell of a lot better deal for rent with no down payment. And just 2 blocks away, there's another house, except this one is for rent. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, about 4,000 square feet, $6,000 a month. Really nice gated community, $6 grand a month, security deposit $7,000. Now you tell me, what would you rather do? Buy that other house, a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer, but put $380,000 down as a down payment, then commit to about $12,000 to $13,000 a month in hard costs, not including, maintenance and upkeep and things like that on a big house. Probably looking somewhere $14,000, $15,000, $16,000 a month. But more importantly, this thing's been on the market for over a year and has yet to find a tenant, off and on, right? Off and on. Imagine. What do you think is going to happen with all this new inventory hitting the market and all these property owners that massively overpaid for their properties? Well, it's going to be a game of survival of the fittest for everybody, for multifamily landlords, for industrial park landlords, for single family property owners, for everybody. Las Vegas is walking into the biggest change we've ever seen. As I believe over the next year, the next 2 years, as inflation gets worse, the cost of living gets worse, people that believe they have equity in their homes won't be able to access it because the cost to borrow money will be too high. So many people are going to be forced to walk away from these homes. What are these people going to do? Rent. makes the most sense. You have all this rental inventory coming on the market, and it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper to rent than it is to own. You can buy a home right now, $450,000 home, 10% down with good credit. You're looking at about $3,900 a month. Like, that's insane. That is crazy expensive. What average person can afford that? And Las Vegas is, a lot of average people, normal people, everyday Americans. They're not making 200 grand, 300 grand a year. A lot of these people are scraping by. And when the economy starts to grind, Las Vegas feels it the most. This is a tourist hub. People come here to party and spend money. That's what they come here for.
Las Vegas, baby, yeah!
Vegas! Vegas, baby, Vegas!
When they have less money and they can't afford to party, well, what does this mean? It means jobs are going to start to evaporate. There's going to be a lot less money going around. There's going to be a lot more pain. In this video, I'm going to give you a full tour of Las Vegas and show you exactly what is happening behind the scenes that nobody else is covering. There's another community right there. This is about a quarter mile from those other sites. And a half a mile from that is another massive, massive project. I'm a quarter mile away from those apartments. How much do you think this home builder wants to sell these homes for? How big are they? What do you think the price? Well, they're 2,800 square feet. The price, $900,000. I spoke with the builder. He said, look, if you put down 10% and we do this rate buy down, we could bring your payment to only $5,000 a month. 2019, average home in Vegas, you're looking at 280 grand. So home prices have essentially increased 400% in Las Vegas. Look at this. Here's the entry. Oh, it's a nice house. Not knocking the house, it's a nice house. But the big question is, you gonna drop 5 grand a month for this? Here's one bedroom. You have another bedroom right here. There's 2 bedrooms. You come in here, access to the garage and a little office / bedroom on that side. Another room right here. And then you just have the kitchen, which is nice. And then another bedroom back there. It's $5,000 a month, $90,000 down plus closing costs. About 120 grand down, full in, and $5,000 a month. Is this gonna be sustainable? Is this gonna really work? Or are we gonna see these builders get absolutely crushed? Because as the cost to rent continues to go down, who's gonna opt in for buying one of these properties when someone could spend 2 or maybe 3 grand or 3,500 and rent something super nice and not have to put 100 grand down, not have to put all that money down? How many people are sitting on $100,000 or more that could just say, yeah, let's go put this down on a house and this would be a great investment? Look, in 2021, I would say, a lot of people would say, definitely, let's do it. Let's move to Vegas. Right now, I don't think so. I think these builders in Vegas are in really, really, really big trouble. I think a lot of house flippers are in really big trouble. And I think the entire economy in Vegas is walking into real big problems. So what's gonna happen next? See behind me? See that mattress in the dumpster? You see that other mattress right back here tucked behind that wall next to the dumpster? What's gonna happen is evictions are gonna begin to soar. And these builders, these developers, these investors, speculators, REITs, what they're gonna do is anything possible to fill units. See that? They're offering free Wi-Fi, free cable. It's gonna be a game of survival of the fittest. Now at that residential community, when I spoke to that builder, he asked me, what do you think this home is worth? And I said, maybe 500 grand. And he laughed and he said, you shouldn't talk about real estate if you don't know about real estate. And I said, well, you tell me, educate me. What is that house worth? That little 2,800 square foot build. And you know what he said? 900 grand. And I said, well, the difference between what it's worth and what you're asking are 2 different prices. What you're asking is no longer reality. Everything is changing. This speculative mania that was once Las Vegas is gone. Now, what we're gonna witness is the next era of Las Vegas real estate. And this era is the one where people make real money, because they're gonna start buying up all these deals, all these properties from these desperate private equity firms, regular investors, people that speculated in real estate out here. I mean, they were making insane money flipping houses and investing in real estate in Vegas. the last couple of years. But that party is over. When you buy a deal, a multifamily property in Vegas at a 5% return, and rents drop 10 or 15%, and then you have tens of thousands of apartments coming on the market, what's going to happen? Rents are going to continue to compress. And if rents are going down and taxes and insurance and borrowing costs are going up, and you have $2.2 to $2.7 trillion worth of debt that has to get rolled over and refinanced from now until 2027, what you're going to see is a repricing of all assets in Vegas. Multifamily, commercial, whether it be office buildings, whether it be retail, whether it be industrial, residential properties, everything's going to get repriced in Vegas. It's crazy. I mean, I've been traveling all over the country, and Vegas, I believe, is probably going to be one of the biggest bubbles in America. And this thing is popping. Whether it be this year, maybe it'll be early next year. There's no way this thing is going to continue to remain where it is right now. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you think we're walking into a scenario where we're going to see a repeat of the 2008-2009 financial crisis? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. If you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. Maybe you're thinking about investing in distressed real estate. Maybe you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, any issue at all like that in your credit report. Go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free call for tomorrow. I'll catch you next video.